welcome to this lesson on the DG Melodeon. We're going to be playing the tune Dusty Windowsills, which is an Irish tune, I think, which is normally played on a BC Melodeon or a piano accordion or a whistle. Not really for the DG, but we're going to do it in E minor on this DG Melodeon. It's normally in A minor. If you want it to be in A minor, you need to play it on a G-C Melodeon, a lower pitch one. I've got one of those, but I'm going to do this on the DG because I think that's what most of you have. We're doing it in the key of E minor, and because our root note E is on the D row on the pull, we're going to call the D row the main row, so thus we're going to give that row the normal shaped heads, and the notes on the G row will have the diamond shaped heads. So if you look in this first bar here, you'll see this second note here has got a diamond head. It's an F sharp, has a diamond head because it's found on the G row. We're at the dusty end, the squeaky end, quite a lot in this tune, down near the floor. So that's quite unusual, and that's an interesting thing in itself, isn't it? We are in the key of E minor, like I said, so all the F's are sharpened. It's 6/8 time, and you can count that in one of two ways. You can either go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you can go 1, 2, 1, 2, and count the main groups. My metronome is set to 2. And I've got it set at 75. So 1, 2, if you like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty slow, but you know, we're going to learn it gradually, building the speed up, so that's absolutely fine as a starting tempo. One of the features of this tune is we're going to be doing this business where we play the same note on different rows to get the speed, very much an Irish thing. And that works pretty well, I think, and we'll get to that in the fullness of time. We're in position +3 to start with. Now this is a 4th button start instrument, which means to say that on the 4th button down, on the D row, so if I play that note and pull the bellows out, that's the note E, our root note. So if I put my finger 1 there, finger 2, 3, 4 sequentially, that's what I call position home or pos H. So if I move down 1, 2, 3 positions, that's position +3, and that's where I'm going to start. So there's a lot to talk about, isn't there, before we even start playing, but you know, it's good to get all this sorted out before we get going. Now the very first note is actually this note, which is B. It's in the space above the first ledger line. You'll see it's a tiny little note. It's this one here, just to the right of that green box there, and it is that one there, and it is a grace note, a crushed in note, so it has no value of its own, and we play it as a little ornament. We do this like that, really crush it in, so a little finger on that note, and then the second finger on the button 2 above that. This is pulling, in fact the whole of the first 2 bars are on the pull, and finger 4, finger 2, just crush it in. It's like it wasn't there, but it's nice little, oh what was that kind of thing, you know. So that's our first little thing we do there. And then the first finger picks up the note F sharp on the G row, and then we come back to the D row for the note G, finger 3, back to the F sharp on the G row, and back to the E on the D row where we started. Now 2 ways of counting it. You could count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you could count it 1, 2. You see, so the first main note, just ignore the grace note, the first main note, the E, is a crotchet, so that takes up 2 of the beats of the bar. Remember it's 6/8, so they're all 8th notes, quavers if you like. So 1, 2, the F sharp is a quaver on beat 3, and the last 3 notes are 3 quavers on beats 4, 5, 6. So just ignore the grace note for a minute, counting in 6s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? Let's try it with our metronome. So that's it. Now the metronome setting at the top of the music up here is 1 crotchet equals 160. It's very, very fast. Don't worry about that. You know, build up to that gradually. I certainly can't play it that fast at the moment, having only just learned it myself. But it's something to try and attain in the fullness of time, I guess. Always with these things, take your time, don't rush, bar at a time, then put 2 bars together, gradually glue the thing together. Don't worry about going all the way through. Don't forget you can always stop the video, go and have a cup of tea, come back. There's no rush.